and you upload like a GIF or NFT up to it.
Oh, it's like pixel art or pixel like 8-bit.
Nah, just put whatever you want on it.
That's fun.
Anything. Your NFT. Your whatever, man.
How much does that cost?
Doesn't say.
I remember when people were getting their NFTs on like Apple watches and then getting them embroidered in gold and stuff. And like the NFT chains, you remember those?
Yeah, no.
Where it's like $100,000 worth of gold and then like a $500,000 NFT.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, that was fun. What do you think? Is crypto coming back?
Nope.
A little bit of there's a boom right now.
Nope.
Just gonna go away.
Yep.
What about the fact?
Are you rolling?
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Welcome back
to the secret pilot episode of the Just Goofin' podcast.
We can call it episode number 1 if we will.
Episode .00000.
Pilot is an accurate term.
Yeah, we talk about a lot of like poops and things like that.
We also talk about a lot of deep topics. Like, why have you ever considered why first episodes are typically called pilots?
Because I think I used to know the reason, but
I've also looked it up before and do not remember, but I'm sure we can think of it.
Because they fly into the ground.
No.
Dude, you know it'd be cool?
Because they're taking off, dude, obviously.
I want to work at Adult Swim. How cool would it be? I mean, it kind of sucks now.
I don't think they get paid well.
But, like, back in the early 2000s, Adult Swim was so good, dude. It was so good.
I mean, you don't think it's good anymore? You think it's fucked?
I don't know. I don't really watch the broadcasts.
Yeah,
they do.
I don't either.
I consume
but I do
a lot
appreciate
of their,
the content. Yeah,
I watch a lot of their YouTube videos, and they have streams they do on AdultSwim.com. That shit's always fire.
Dude, I remember when they started doing the ads with the streams. That shit was bonkers.
Ads with the streams?
Yeah, have you seen their ads?
Nah.
It's just a running stream.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. Oh, yeah. No, the bumps.
And the bumps, yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah. What?
Oh, and remember that whole, like, viral audio of Adult Swim?
That wasn't of Adult Swim. That, frankly, had nothing to do with Adult Swim. That's just a guy who made a remix of that Bad Bad Not Good song. But
they all used the Adult Swim logo.
That was the best TikTok trend to ever happen.
Yeah.
It's
pretty good.
Yeah,
They were really creative ones.
Yeah. Seeing all the, like, fan-made bumps was crazy. I'd like to see, like, a fucking... You remember... Have you seen Clockwork Orange?
I did, but that was a while back.
Do you remember the scene in Clockwork Orange?
I remember the scene where he kills the family.
Yeah, and they, like, catch him, and they, like, brainwash him.
That's right.
And they're, like, holding his eyes open and, like, feeding him all these images.
Yep.
I want that to be me, but...
With hentai.
Instead of images of, like, violence and Beethoven in the background, it's, like, just, like, a 20-hour supercut of all the fan-made Adult Swim bumps. And that song by Vano 3000 playing in a loop in the background.
That wouldn't be the worst hell.
For 20 hours.
That wouldn't be the worst hell.
And then I come out and I'm like, ugh, I'm like scrambled. I'm like a fried husk.
Dude, that's like...
There's like steam coming out of my ears. Dude, and I'm like,
that's the procedure that someone would undertake if they want to identify as autistic. Might cut that.
You might have noticed a cut there. Okay.
Well, there goes the perfect run.
You just
Sorry.
ruined the fucking vibes, dude.
You just paused too much. You could have just flown right over it.
What are your pelican jokes?
Oh, no, I'm not doing those. I'm saving those for George.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he told us to hurry up on the bits. Have shorter bits.
Have shorter bits. Dude, did you see what's happening with Boeing?
No.
They're entering like a guilty plea deal.
Guilty?
Yeah.
For murder?
No, fraud.
Fraud.
Fraud, collusion, things like that.
Are those criminal charges?
Yes.
Someone's going to jail.
Because
that's what criminal means.
Probably.
That's what criminal means.
Yeah, probably. They're also being ordered to pay like $450 million in like restitution to like, because it all comes from the 737 Max, which is a series of 2 crashes that I think both of them were from Ethiopia Air. And the only reason...
Shitty pilots. And Boeing gets blamed.
Well, true, I guess. But also, no one really cared about that shit.
Like, what's the coincidence?
Because it
like,
was not American.
Do you know how likely it is for an airplane to crash? It's like a very slim chance.
Yeah, it was.
So
I'm pretty sure they
what's
proved
the
that
likelihood that it was a single company?
But there was like, I mean, the greater problem was there was like an issue that Boeing knew about.
On their planes?
Yeah. I think the thing is they trained all their pilots. They're like, hey, by the way, it does this. And if you press this button, everyone on the plane will die and there's nothing you can do. So
and they just kept smashing that button,
you see that
dude.
button? Don't press that button.
They kept smashing
but
it.
People who train on Ethiopia Air, they didn't get that handbook.
They just didn't know.
Right? So they're like, this is the landing gear, right? And they press the button and the plane just goes straight into the ground.
Dude, I bet you they could find the like translating company liable too.
I'd imagine Boeing would do that all in-house. No, probably not. You're right. And they're also, so in restitution to the families, but they're also ordered in the next 3 or 5 years, they have to pay another like $450 million in like making their safety structures better and like their operating structures
So invest
better.
in their business.
Yeah. But
They
I think the more interesting thing about this is in certain countries, like parts of Europe, where Boeing operates internationally, obviously.
Of course.
In some parts, if you have a definitive criminal record, you are barred from bidding on contracts in that country for a certain amount of time. Which is like in some countries, like look at, they're like, we kind of need these
contracts.
We kind of need these Boeing planes because like they're, Airbus doesn't make this plane that we need or whatever. I don't know, but so yeah. But it also like the
How much research have you done on Boeing?
They're pushing back because they're like, bro, $450 million. They're like, you killed 327 people or something like that. They're like, we need more than, which, if you look at it, that's over $1 million per person. And I mean, like,
inflation though, dude.
How much do you think?
$2 million.
Let me ask you this first. How much do you think an American, a dead American, is worth?
$2 million.
How much do you think a dead non-American is worth?
Depending on who you ask, the answer may vary. And we're going for a perfect take, so... Oh, no, I'm going to have to cut the coffin. Gonna have to cut the coffin, gonna have to cut the drinking.
We can't both drink at the same time. You gotta fill while I drink.
No, I'm cutting. No, I'm cutting the drinking time.
You can't cut anything.
Alright, I won't cut anything. I'll cut you, dude.
I'm gonna cut you, bitch. But yeah, so Boeing's, it looks like they're gonna go into a guilty plea deal. But like the defendants are like, nah, fuck that. So
They want to take it to court.
they want to get crazy with it.
Dude,
They're like, we want $1 billion.
you know, I've heard that happens when the defendant wants the documents to go public. Like he wants the public to see how bad Boeing really fucked up. Because if they settle it, like nobody's gonna know how bad they really fucked up. It's all gonna get swept under the rug.
Yeah.
But if they go to court, it's all gonna be public.
And not to mention all the people that Boeing have like directly killed.
So, allegedly. Wait, has it been alleged?
Dude, there was like a 46-year-old guy who was like gonna blow the whistle on Boeing, and his like lungs turned to jelly. Like he woke up one day dead.
Wow.
And he was like just melted on the inside.
This doesn't
He
sound
got
like the
like
worst way to
cancer
go.
and MRSA at the same time. He like melted or something. His lungs turned to goo.
That does sound
And
kinda
then
bad, though, actually.
John Barnett, he got 2 shots. He killed himself with 2 shots to the back of the head.
I remember that.
Yeah. So, you know,
Yeah.
they have...
That's just a really quick reflex. Trigger finger.
Yeah. Well, yeah. John Barnett had a long list of, like, reasons why...
Because he was a
the
whistleblower.
plane shouldn't fly. Well, he loved Boeing. He worked for Boeing for
Yeah.
fucking like 30, 40 years. And he was like, man, I hate what this company's become. And it makes me so sad.
Was he blaming capitalism? And corporate
Where
greed?
is his manifesto? We need his manifesto. That'd be crazy.
Well, he didn't make one because...
Welcome back to the Boeing Conspiracy Podcast Hour.
For all the real fans.
For all the real ones who know about a video we haven't published. If you've seen it, comment down below. And we'll reply asking how you've seen it, and then we'll come visit you at your house because you shouldn't have seen it. Yeah.
I would probably have your IP address.
I wonder if they can hear that. The people at home.
We're experiencing an earthquake.
We are experiencing a category billion. A category 1 billion earthquake. The world is collapsing as we know it. The world is on fire. Okay, you got any jokes? Who's calling you? Ooh, bit time. Prank call, answer the phone. Damn it.
No way, dude.
Was that not a prank call?
It was not.
Prank call time. Should we do some prank calls?
No.
Hello there. Hey, yeah, I was wondering, is your refrigerator running? Better
So,
go catch it. Yuck, yuck.
I was just having some meditating to myself. I was meditating to myself. And I had some of these funny thoughts go into my head. Why are there so many ladyboys in Thailand? Or why is it like a stereotype that they're known for if they're not that many proportionally? But I do think there are many proportionally.
Maybe just because it's like culturally.
You don't think it's a genetic thing?
No.
You think it's just because it's culturally accepted?
Yeah, I mean, America is like one of the few places in the world that thinks about gender politics the way it does. Everywhere else is like, we just don't care.
It's super fluid over there.
I mean, not really, but they're just like, we don't care. Be whatever you want to be. Like, no one gives a shit, dude. America's like the only place where people are like, no, you can't be who you want to be.
I think it has to be genetic.
Sure, it has nothing to do with America. You're right.
No, because it's the proportion of lady
Dude's
boys.
coming off the 4th of July with a fucking baseball hat, some motherfucking rainbow glasses, Spectrum finish glasses.
I'm feeling patriotic, dude.
You got America'd up.
I did the most patriotic
America
thing.
Up.
Nope, I did the second most patriotic thing on 4th of July.
Shoot guns.
That was the first. That is not what I
Beer,
did.
hot dogs, brisket,
At
ribs.
a beer and hot dogs at a
Baseball game.
yeah. Went to a baseball game.
Was it the Dodgers?
It was the Mariners.
That took you a while to get there.
I'm happy to have gone. That was my first baseball game.
Really?
It was.
Was it boring?
No, dude.
Hot take for all you viewers at home. Fucking baseball is the most boring shit ever. It's so expensive.
If you're
Everything
watching,
is $1 billion.
if you're watching at home, I will grant you that baseball can be boring for me.
It's better at home because you get commercials.
Dude, no.
You
don't
get
understand.
like cheap beer, so you can actually get hammered.
Going to a baseball game, dude, it's like anything can happen, dude. I thought it was boring too. I thought you just sit there and you watch the game and you just like wait till someone gets a home run.
No, you get drunk and you try to
dude. Anything can happen, dude. Like,
why are you saying it like that,
bro? Like
it's like when a girl says
a recording crew can just run up on you and get up in your face for no reason and
dude,
ask you
when
to
you
kiss
say
the person
anything
sitting.
could happen, you're
ask
like,
you to kiss the person sitting next to you that you don't know.
did that happen?
No, it didn't happen to me, but it happened at the game.
You saying anything
dude.
in that context?
Hot dogs
Are you
were
gonna shut up
literally.
and let me tell my fucking joke?
No, hot
You're
dogs.
torpedoing.
The hot dogs were literally falling from the sky, dude. It was raining hot dogs at this baseball game. Have you ever heard of that? No, dude.
I don't believe you.
It was, dude. They had parachutes. They were throwing hot dogs with parachutes, and people caught
And they
them.
weren't raining; they were parachuting.
It was raining hot dogs, dude. It was dope.
So anything can happen.
Yeah, free hot dogs.
Anything.
Yeah, what else?
You said anything like when a girl's like, "Oh man, I do anything to get that," and you're like the creep that's like, anything can happen at a baseball
guarantee you people hook up at baseball stadiums during baseball games. Guarantee you.
Probably.
Anything can happen at a baseball game, dude. It's crazy. Like,
stop saying anything could happen at a
name
baseball game.
something that can't happen at a baseball game.
No one playing baseball.
Bro, you'd sometimes, bro. Sometimes they end the game.
No baseball happening.
Every time there's a baseball game, sometimes it
Everyone
ends.
in the stadium turns into puppy dogs. They all turn into little puppy dogs.
Well, if aliens come, dude.
And then the news comes in, and then they film the puppy bowl. They're like, shit, we already got all these puppies in the stadium.
And they already know how to swing the bats and somehow remember how to throw the balls.
Yeah. I mean all the people in the stadium. Everyone.
Yeah.
Puppies can't swing bats.
I would start a dog fight.
I'm getting so mad at you right now. Why would you say something like that?
Okay, you're right. I would start a dog fighting ring.
That's not better.
I think it's better.
I don't... Oh, yeah, that's right. You hate dogs.
No. I love dogs.
You're a weird cat person and you hate dogs.
I prefer owning cats because of their lower maintenance, but the child in me loves dogs more than cats.
You do have a child in you. I'm going to stop there. Cats suck,
You
man.
can tell already.
A lot of cats barf everywhere. What's up with that?
Hairballs.
Is it
and
cat
diet
food suck?
allergy. Yeah, some processed cat food's not good.
Huh.
Yeah.
You know what?
Especially the ones that say they're like medical and like all that shit. They're usually just a scam, and not gonna call out any company names.
Medical cat food.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, it's like engineered cat food. Like, oh, is your cat like super active and ginger? Here, take this food. Oh, does your cat have a lot of hairballs? Like, take this cat food. Oh,
why don't you just feed it like tuna and broccoli, or like what would cats eat in the wild? Like raw chicken,
mice
and shit.
Plants. They eat grass, but mostly
feed it
just
like monstera plants.
Clear their system.
Don't feed your cats or dogs monstera plants.
Why not?
PSA, it's toxic.
What do those look like? How are you gonna PSA without?
They're like big leaves. I don't know. You know when
All
you
right.
see it. You don't know what a monstera plant looks
I
like.
actually still don't know what poison ivy looks like. I just know after
Yeah,
the
I've been getting
fact.
so many bug bites lately, and I'm
Me
kind of just like
too.
raw dogging
I'm
it.
over it, yeah. I'm over it.
I don't like it though. I get so itchy.
At
Like
night, I
last
notice
night-
when I go to
Oh,
sleep,
yeah.
dude. I notice when I go to sleep.
I was just going crazy. I almost tore my skin off. Crazy out here. I'm wearing shorts. I'm showing off my yams, you know.
Yeah, I like
And,
I like your pink style. You should keep it up.
And
Dude, you know what's crazy to me? You know how quickly like Instagram and TikTok and Google like optimize their algorithms and search algorithms and stuff?
yes.
How come all the porn recommendations I get are complete dog shit? Why can't Pornhub optimize like Instagram?
So here, there's
Like also not only that, like how come there's like so much variation in the length of porn videos? Like some of them are 2 minutes and others are like 3 hours. Like why isn't there like a standard structure, like a TikTok video, like a standard structure where people watch porn? Like how has that not been optimized yet?
So one thing I'm noticing off the bat is you're implying that you seem to have an account.
Not on Pornhub, no.
What? Where you do? But you do have an account on some
I-
pornographic website.
I don't frequent any pornographic websites on a regular basis.
Yesterday I was browsing r/ how do I get this porn virus off my computer, and I came across a username Arik at Just Goofin Podcast.
You know, want to know genuinely what's the last porn site I visited? It was Newgrounds.
Let me guess. Lemon Party.
No, I haven't.
Meatspin.com.
No. Newgrounds.
OneManOneJar.com. Newgrounds is not a porn site.
Indeed
like
it is.
saying-
Indeed it is.
That's like saying YouTube is a porn site.
No, there is straight porn on Newgrounds.
Yeah, I'm sure there's straight porn on YouTube too.
They don't like it.
So,
They get rid of it. There's not straight porn on YouTube.
have you seen the guy with the butthole? He's like, there's this guy. There's this guy. I think his name's like Kevin Leonard, and he's this gay guy, and he's the only reason it's allowed to stay up is because it's under education. So it's like it's demonetized. They don't show it normally. You have to search exactly for what the video says, and it's like the video's like how to nair your butthole, how to like remove chemically wax your butthole hair. And like 3 seconds in, it's a jump cut to him just like asshole spread in front of the camera. I feel like I should show you this.
Chat, we don't like this.
It's
Chat, tell us below how this makes you feel.
It's not a good.
It's making me feel icky.
It's not a good feeling, but it made this guy super famous.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it's worth it.
Sharding out strawberries.
Do you envy like famous people that are famous for like dumb shit?
No. Because addressing my small penis. Damn, did he take it? No way he took it down. This was like, it had so many views too for a video that was his butthole.
Dude, I don't want our first podcast episode to have
Okay, I'll stop talking
15
about Kevin
minutes
Leonardo.
focused on vulgar humor.
Well, you brought it up. You're the one looking
I
at
brought
gay
up a
porn.
funny topic.
So you have a porn account?
No, I
I'm telling
don't.
your parents. I'm telling
I
church.
I only have a Newgrounds account.
I'm talking about pastor. Newgrounds. So what were you looking at porn on Newgrounds?
Games, the game section.
The porn games.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie,
That's my jam.
hentai games are fire.
That's my jam.
When I was a kid,
My favorite ones are the ones with aliens.
and by me when I was a kid, when I was like 14 and 15, I was looking at those with aliens. Yeah, there's some good stuff on Newgrounds. This was like, oh, dude, right before YouTube hit. Oh my God, that was like the best. Back in like 04, 05, 06. Right around the time YouTube started happening, that was like absolute peak internet.
Those were good
Absolute
times.
peak internet.
That was during the Numa days.
I was watching this podcast and they were talking about Charlie Bit My Finger. And they were like, Charlie,
Oh yeah. what
Charlie,
was
you
that?
bit my finger, Charlie. Charlie. And they were like, dude, it's like 45 seconds into the video before like he even says the phrase. And that's like longer than most TikToks are.
Yeah.
Which is crazy how like condensed the attention spans have gotten.
Well, I think they've always been like that. It's just people have figured out how to optimize for it.
Dude, like I said earlier, give anyone enough time, they'll figure out a way to optimize the fun out of anything. It's crazy. What are we going to do? Are the kids doomed?
They will have to escape the Matrix. The Matrix.
I don't know. I saw this.
They will have to see Keanu Reeves as Jesus, and they will have to find a way out of the system.
I saw this video of this kid who's got to be like 9, 10, 11 years old. And he has like, it looks like a NyQuil or something. And he's like, okay, today we're trying fentanyl. And he pops it in his mouth and immediately slumps over. And then it just jump cuts to him like outside of a window and he's banging on the window and he's like, damn it, I need more. And I saw that and I was like,
Was he like 8?
he was young.
Yeah.
He was so young.
Yeah.
He was like a kid. I was like, okay, maybe the kids are going to be all right. And I opened the comments too. You know why? Okay, I'll tell you why. It seems like I watched the same video 100 times.
Because
I'm looking through the comments.
Of course, dude.
I watched the video once or twice, and then I open the comments, and then I read all the comments. Because sometimes I just like to do battle in the comment section. It's like a pastime.
It's not something I've done.
It gets my heart going.
But
dude,
I
get
understand
so
it.
Pumped.
The only time I've done it was when some idiot was bashing Israel.
It's
I
like
was not
feeding
having it.
monkeys at the zoo. The zoo doesn't let you feed the monkeys. So I do it in the comment section.
Yeah.
Dude, so
And do you notice how also like they're so different, the comment sections? They're like their own communities.
dude, it's crazy how some people just like write things and just like, it's like, I don't know if they don't possess the ability to like think.
Yeah.
But dude, because I saw this video the other day and it was like this long video and the caption was basically like, what men will do for to get in the pants, and it was like this couple on a date at like Chili's or some shit, and what this girl does is she has a hot coffee and she sticks a Hershey's bar into the coffee to like start melting it, and then she's a bowl and she pours her ice water into the bowl. And she's like, okay, check this out, watch this. And she takes the melted Hershey's bar, cuts the corner off it, and then she draws a star onto the ice. And then she pulls it out and it's hardened, which is a very common technique used in professional pastry.
Right.
Well, not very common, but it is a technique used.
Beautiful.
And pretty much every comment was like, what a useless, what a idiot, this bitch is so dumb, like what a waste of time.
Just hate.
And I was like, she was probably a professional, and my comment was, I leave my comment and I was like, she was probably a professional pastry chef at some point and can bake really well.
Stoke that fire.
And
yes.
dude, someone literally commented and they were like, I don't believe, dude, it was, They were like, look how janky she did it. There's no way she could be a pastry chef. And I commented, and I'm like, generally, in a professional setting, you'll have access to more than a Hershey's bar, a cup of coffee, and a bowl of ice water. Mm-hmm. And no one else commented after that. No one replied to my chain.
Oh, so you won.
I won, dude. It's so great.
Nice,
it's
dude.
Because one person replied first, and they were like, whatever, dude. This wouldn't happen in a professional setting. And I was like, no, yes. They were like, this is not a technique. And I'm like, actually, yes, it is.
Dude, crazy shit happens in kitchens, dude.
I was like, it is definitely a professional technique commonly used in chocolating specifically, but also generally used in fine dining. And then another person commented, like, oh, it looks really janky. There's no way this would be done in a professional setting. I was like, yeah, in a professional setting, you'd have, like, nice chocolate. You'd have, like, a piping bag.
Do you think the comments would have been different if it was a guy doing it?
Yeah.
What would
the answer to that question
is always yes.
Always yes.
Always.
Always yes.
What would it have been?
If a guy's doing that to impress a girl.
He's probably doing it for his girl.
Actually,
yep.
This is the only place where the comments would be the same.
No.
What a guy is gonna do to get into the pants.
No, because I think the audience would be similar. Like, it would be mostly girls watching that, right? Like, people that enjoy cooking.
I don't think the current audience would be mostly girls, though.
Okay, never mind.
But
scratch
what
that.
What do you think the commentary would be?
I think it would be all just like girls swooning over this guy.
Just being like, oh, he's so crafty.
Oh, yeah.
He's so creative.
Oh, I love how he cooks without his shirt on.
Huh. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It'd just be... So, you know how there's always, like, thirsty Indian dudes on, like, girls?
Dude, that's...
Dude, thirsty... Dude! One time I came across this like hot guy thirst trap, and I looked in the comments, and it was a lot of thirsty Indian women, and I was like, "Is this just like a thirsty culture?"
Well, it's a new thing for them.
Is it? Go on, elaborate on that. Explain to me. I don't understand.
I'm just thinking when
I need to clarify.
So many people are getting out of poverty in India that so many new people have access to the internet, and there is no way that just the instant exposure has no impact on their behavior online.
That was a good save. That is not where I thought you were going to take it. I thought we were going to have to cut all this out.
No, man. Perfect cut.
I guess. So you're saying it's like showing porn to a caveman, and then the caveman's arm falls off 5 days later because all he's doing is beating off?
If you show porn to a caveman,
he's just like, ah!
there's a chance that there would just be like no more humans because he would just run out of
beating
semen.
Off.
Yeah.
He's generating,
and not only him, dude. He would tell everyone. It would be like a parasite, dude.
Oh my god, he would.
Yeah, of
and
course.
if he didn't, or on the flip, he's like, oh, I can't let anyone see this. This is all for me. And then he hides it, and eventually someone's like, what are you doing? What's going on over here? Why haven't we seen you in 3 weeks? And why is one of your arms just so bigger. Insanely buff, dude?
Why haven't you showered?
Yeah, they're like, what is that stench?
Yeah, don't you bathe in the river?
Okay, yeah, I guess that's So are you saying they've just now come into, like, civilization?
A lot of people are coming out of poverty.
True.
Who are now having access to cell phones and the internet and computers. Kite Runner.
Yeah, it was a movie.
Sounds familiar.
I watched it in, I think they showed it in school, which is, yeah, I'm not going to talk about it anymore. Because there's a scene about something you can't talk about on YouTube.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I would not advise it. It was not a great movie. It's very sad. Very sad. Just about, like, poverty and, like, bullying.
I've noticed a lot of the movies we watched at school were like that. It's like they were trying to brainwash us into how shitty the world is.
I guess. Also, one thing I've noticed is like coming of age stories often suck.
Well, that's because they're just shittier version of the hero story.
Mm,
There's never like a good like, oh, I was a 12-year-old kid, and that's like Harry. It's like Harry Potter is not good because he comes of age. Harry Potter's good because he's a hero.
that's not a coming of age story.
Okay, what's coming of age story?
Because it stretches over the course of like his whole. A coming of age story, I think, would be like Catcher in the Rye or,
Can you please summarize the plot of Catcher in the Rye for us?
Catcher in the Rye is about this shitty kid named Holden Caulfield going around New York
Who
and just
calls
being
everyone
like a
phony?
crummy. He's like they're a bunch of funny crummy phonies,
Phony.
crummy phonies. And he like hires this hooker. And he just sits there and talks to her, and he like cries because he's a bitch or something. I don't even remember. I remember this, dude. I didn't even read this in high school. A friend of mine in high school, she gave me this book, and she's like, "I think you'd really like this book."
You know why she told you that?
She thought I was a fucking psycho.
Yeah.
Because the only people who like Catcher in the Rye, are unbalanced.
Of course.
Because they identify with this kid who's just like the scummiest, crummiest, phoniest piece of shit.
Person who hates the world and thinks everything's the world's fault is the world's fault instead of taking responsibility and improving his own life and the lives of people around him.
Well, I think a lot of the times coming of age stories take like liberties with like being intentionally like convoluted or confusing. Because like, oh, this is what you feel like when you're going through puberty.
Okay, what's a good coming of age story then?
None. There aren't any.
That's what you were saying, huh?
Yeah, they all suck.
That's right.
All coming of age stories suck.
How about something like yeah, actually I can't even think of a good one.
Yeah, keep filling. I'm going to look up some coming of age stories. Oh, what about Good Will Hunting? Is that a coming of age story? Or is that like, cuz like, have you seen that?
No.
It's cuz he's trying to get out of the shitty town, but he loves the town.
For some reason when I hear coming of age stories, like I think of there has to be like an awkward sex scene.
No.
Maybe it was someone's stepmom.
Yeah. The Breakfast Club, Stand By Me, Dazed and Confused, Dead Poet Society, The Man in the Moon, Outsiders.
Yeah, all those sound terrible. The Poet Society was alright.
Outsiders was all right.
I don't know if I've seen that.
Breakfast Club. Yeah, thank God. It doesn't look like they're really getting done anymore. Juno. I mean, I guess
I did not enjoy that one.
And Napoleon Dynamite could both be considered.
Oh, Project X.
About the party?
Yeah. That was a great movie.
I don't know if I consider that a coming of age story. But Napoleon Dynamite, though.
Yeah, you think so?
But was Napoleon Dynamite a good movie? Like, do you think if we watched it right now, we'd be like, yeah, that was a good film? I don't think so.
I have rewatched it. I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would have when I rewatched it.
Yeah, it's very slow. There's
funny bits, for sure.
Yeah, there's funny bits.
A lot of it's funny.
A lot of it's funny, but I think it was more like a product of the time and the environment.
Gosh.
And it's just like raw, random XD derp. Like, remember back in the day that little brown square guy with the like,
Count Dracula?
No. The Japanese, like, he was like a little plushie. Domo?
Mr. Roboto.
Bro, how do you not know what I'm talking about? The little, he was like an anime thing. Domo. Do you think Superbad would be a coming of age story? What about the mall rats and shit? Mall clerks and mall rats and shit like that. Is that coming of age or is that more like
Anyways, that was enough of the movie critic hour.
Mallrats is a comedy and a romance.
Do you have a nice bow to tie this section up?
Yeah.
Perfect. Um,
That's how we do it in New York, baby.
so I've also had the thought. I've heard before women say that everyone has intrusive thoughts and that male and females have the same intrusive thoughts. I do not think that is true. I think that like when people say it's okay to give into your intrusive thoughts, I think for some females that might be okay.
My intrusive thoughts are like...
I think for most men to give into their intrusive thoughts would spell the destruction of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because mine are like, take that dab before you poop. And I'm like, I really gotta poop. And my intrusive thoughts like, nah, you need the dab first. Go rip a bowl, dude. It's like, why don't you go to the store and get a White Claw, and then you can poop. And I'm like, I don't think I could make it that long.
Yeah, like girls' intrusive thoughts might be like dyeing their hair spontaneously. Guys' intrusive thoughts might be like robbing a bank. Like, it's not the same.
Yeah, I do kind of get like...
It's not the same.
It's not like an urge, but it's like a thought that comes through your head, and you're just like looking at the person next to you, and you're like, yeah, I could smash this person's head into the wall and kill them.
Or like...
And then you just like start looking at your muscles. I'm like, damn, I'm strong as fuck.
Or like for women, they could have like an intrusive thought of like, buying a salt lamp, or having some shopping spree on Amazon.
What? A salt
lamp?
Salt lamp.
Yeah.
Like that.
But for guys, it would be like, oh, I'm alone in an elevator with a woman. I could fuck her up. Like,
I think about that when I'm alone in an elevator with anybody.
Particularly, though, with small, weak women.
I mean, compared to me, most people are small and weak. I'm like...
built.
I'm like a pit bull in a DMX video. I'm a rough rider. You don't want to fuck with me.
Don't stop. Okay. Let's see what
You want to do a character?
No, I got more.
Oh, you got more of what?
I got so much topics.
Pelican case? More like Schmelican race. You don't want to fuck with me.
I've been spending too much money on weed.
Yeah.
I spent like $180 on 4 grams of nice hash rosin.
It's a lot of money.
And I smoked it in like 2 weeks. It wasn't great. Less than 2 weeks, actually.
Why don't you get a discount?
I did, 40% discount.
What are you buying that's still that expensive? That's crazy.
It's pricey. It's pricey stuff. Okay, that wasn't good.
Bro's like, yeah. Uh-oh, what's that over there?
Are we broken?
There's a delay? Is there a delay?
No, he's just waving at you, dude. It's just a different universe, bro.
The video is it lagging? What's going on over there, bro? Should we just keep going?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
It wasn't like that before?
We're having technical difficulties. There's a delay.
You can start it and restart it if you want.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a 7-second delay in the video. So, and it's starting to artifact.
Low latency, dude.
Yeah, it's starting to get fucked up. Is your CPU getting...
Start it, stop it.
Okay, hold on. We're going to...
Cut
real quick.
No, don't do it on there.